So guys, welcome to our channel once again. It's your girl GT Estate and Properties, and we know what we do, always giving you the best real estate investment in the market, giving you the best updates when it comes to development and infrastructure in Lagos and Nigeria as a whole. So we also appreciate those that have subscribed to our channel, those that have liked, comment, and also share our videos. And we also pray that those that have not supported us will also support us. Please watch this particular video to the end and see what is happening in Lagos State and see how you can make good use of the information you are getting from us. So guys, you can see how Lagos is becoming the best city and the most envious city in Africa, and also among the famous cities in the world. Lagos State government has been putting in a lot of developments and a lot of infrastructures in place to make this happen. Now we all know that Lagos State has a lot of population, getting to 20 million to 25 million Lagosians, and because of this, there is a lot of traffic congestion when it comes to transportation system in Lagos State. And we all can see that the Lagos State government has been putting a lot in place to also curb this transportation problem. Now we have seen the blue line railway station train, we have seen the red line train, we have seen the green, we have seen the purple, the yellow, the orange, and so on and so forth. All this is also to help in the transportation system. We have also seen the waterways, which also help people that are using the jetty and the water side of Lagos State, maybe from Ikorodu to the island, to get to their destination. All these is just to help in the discongestion of the traffic in Lagos State. Now here comes the cable car. Now this cable car is a project that is in partnership with Lagos State government since 2015. Now this project is still on the pipeline. This project is the partnership is meant to be for 30 years, and this project costs 500 million USD, right? Now if this project can become effective in Lagos State, it will go a very long way in also helping Lagosians when it comes to movement. Now, this is a welcome development for us because this project, one, will increase the tourist attraction in Lagos State. It will increase the transportation revenue in Lagos State, as well as the economic system of Lagos State and Nigeria as a whole, right? Now, the influx of people coming into Lagos is what that, bringing in a lot of these developments, and the Lagos State government are not sleeping but working day in and day out to see how they can give Lagosians a better life. As this is happening in Lagos State, real estate is also increasing on the other side. The more people come into Lagos State, the more the need for housing. Yes, because during this last December, 2024 December, we can see that a lot of people came into Lagos for Dirty December, and just on the Airbnb, 21 billion naira was spent by the diasporans. Imagine how much that was also made at the rent for rentals and also for other real estate aspects in Lagos. That tells you that how real estate is a very high need in Lagos State. So if you have not used this opportunity and invest in Lagos State or the surroundings like Ogun, Abeokuta, Ibadan, and other parts of Nigeria, you are not doing yourself a favor. invest in Lagos or in Nigeria now, you can go into the Airbnb, that's the shortlets, buy properties, and you set it up for shortlets, and you making daily passive income, or you buy land and use it as a land banking that you can hold for a very long time, because the property that are selling right now will sell 10 times in next 5 years. So why not look into the aspect of the Ibejuleki, Ekpe Aziz, Ekpe that's the Ayetoro, that's the Lekki Ekpe Aziz, that's Elerongbe, Eleko and all that. Why not also look into the Ikorodu aspect, like the Immortal Aziz of Lagos State? These places, Ijebode, all these places are the sought after locations right now in Lagos State. Now, buying properties there is going to increase your portfolio. You can call us, and because we have good properties and very secured and genuine properties in all these locations that I've mentioned, very affordable. We also have payment plans for those that might not be able to pay outrightly. Now you can see that this cable transportation is not only in Lagos State. This cable transportation has been done before in Nigeria, which is in the Calabar, the Ogudu cattle ranch. This picture you are seeing here is where this cable operates. So in as much as we talk about cable cars in Nigeria, it is not the first time in Nigeria, but it is the first time in Lagos State. So the cable cars has been operating in Lagos, in Calabar for years, and is still operating for those that goes to the Ogudu cattle ranch for tourist activities. So, and this is what we want to happen in Lagos State. You can see this is how it operates. The cable cars are supposed to transport you on air, not on land, all right? But there are mechanisms that have been put in place to make sure that this process comes out effectively and efficiently without any problem or causing emergencies for the users, all right? So guys, there's a lot happening in Lagos State and also in Nigeria. So if you're in diaspora, don't be afraid to bring in your investments in Nigeria. Come and invest in Lagos. Come and invest in Aba. Come and invest in Oka. Come and invest in Ibadan. Come and invest in Kano. Come and invest in Lagos. Buy property now. We have secured properties for you. We have along the new international airports. We have close to around Dangote Refinery. We have in Ekpe, where we have the Lagos Film City, the Simi Lagos, and all that.
In films, when you have cable cars and you associate that with places where it's massive expanse of land, it's not in the cities.
The Alps.
The Alps, yes, the Alps, and places where you see snow and you see massive amount of ice on the grounds, and or the places where there are mountains and you want to have a good scenery and just enjoy the environment, the ambience and all that. But to see it in the city is not something that a lot of Nigerians will say, oh yeah, I've seen it in this city. Or
and
not
to see it in Lagos.
In Lagos, for it to happen in Lagos sounds like a dream. So it's a great pleasure to welcome Captain Dapo Olumide, who's the Chief Executive Officer, Ropeways Transport Limited. Good morning and welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, good. Now, let's start from the very beginning. The idea of bringing cable cars into Lagos, where did it start from, and how did you come about the idea of bringing it into a major urban place like Lagos?
Actually, the funny thing in life is that the simplest ideas end up as the most practical. Doppelmayr is a cable car company. They manufacture cable cars. It's an Austrian company bordering on Germany. They've been in business since 1892. It's a family business, so Doppelmayr is their surname. Now, Michael Doppelmayr was watching that program on television many years ago. Remember the Makoko thing? That there was a documentary on Lagos. And he saw Lagos and the population density and just the sheer number of people, if you watch that series. And he did some research online, and he found out that in a couple of years, according to statistics, that Lagos will be the third largest urban agglomeration in the world, with a population of 25 million. Well, one can argue that we're there already, but we'll come to that later. The population density, again, a mega city, by definition, is a city with 10 million people or more and 2,000 people per square meter or more. So Lagos fits right into that. So Doppelmayr said, this is a no-brainer. If we had something like this in the city of Lagos, you would succeed, even if you did no studies at all. So he approached us, and he said, yes, of course we can do that. You know, I'm from the transport industry, so I can see the logic behind it. And we said, yes, of course it can be done. And it's not going to be a problem. Of course, there are the skeptics and so on, but you expect that in any form of business in this country. But that's where the idea actually came from to do this.
So when you have that idea, did you consider, you've mentioned the numbers, and you will say with numbers is a no-brainer. But is cable car supposed to be a mass transit?
Good question.
Because it's associated more with about 3-seaters and 6-seaters, and it's just for people to have good views and go back and forth.
Well, let me explain it. You're right. But you see, the way the technology has adapted itself now is towards the urban environment. It started off life in ski resorts. Actually, it started off in mining. And up to 100 kilometers of these buckets hanging on a cable, taking the coal or whatever minerals they are from the ground, from where they've been extracted, to the processing plants. That's where it actually started from. But in terms of carrying people, it started in China 1,000 years ago. So it's not new technology. And we call it ropeways because it's not actually rope anymore. It used to be rope. It's actually cable. But we just stick to that old nomenclature.
Cableways then.
Cableways, yes. So the tourism aspect of it is one aspect. Like I said, mining is another aspect. You use cable cars, for example, to take cars off ships when they come into port and move them to where they're going to be stored. You have them in just a form of a bench. But in an urban setting, this started back in the 70s. Don't forget, in New York City, they have a cable car system within New York that has been running since 1974. In Singapore, 1976. So it's not new in an urban environment.
Okay, now I know for a fact that the governor of Lagos State is very passionate about this because he wants to change the look and feel of Lagos State. He wants it to be truly Lagos State. And we understand that you've signed an agreement with LAMATA and Lagos State government recently. What does that agreement really say?
Well, it gives you the basis upon which you can legally and contractually operate within the city. It's a Lagos State project, not a federal project. And so it gives you the legal framework upon which you can operate. And because it's a transport system, it follows LAMATA, because LAMATA has a law that regulates, like the NCA, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, regulates airlines. LAMATA regulates transportation system in Lagos State.
Especially mass transit.
Especially mass transit. So what happens is that that's why they're a co-signatory to the agreement, because we're operating under LAMATA law.
Okay. So
it's based on that they approve those routes.
So what routes did you have in mind?
There are 3 routes. What we're trying to achieve is we're trying to ameliorate the traffic congestion on the 3 bridges in the northwest of Lagos. Then the 2 bridges on the south of the island, linking Victoria Island, and also linking Apapa over the channel to Lagos Island, because it's all about the central business district and moving people to work and back and decongesting the bridges. So we're basically having 3 routes. One is from Apapa to Oluwole, from Oluwole to Adeniji-Adele. Another one is from Ijora 7 up to Ido, from Ido to Adeniji-Adele. The 3rd route is from Victoria Island to Falomo, Obalende, Adeniji-Adele. So basically, Adeniji-Adele is the hub. And those are the 3 routes that we'll be plying.
Okay, so one will think that this is going to be a major work that will be done. And I'm beginning to wonder how much will it cost and who's funding it?
Well, it's not major work because everything is in the air.
Yeah.
The station on the ground, for example, is no bigger than any big business facility. In other words, the footprint of any big business. It's no bigger than that. And everything else is in the air, apart from the towers. And the base of a tower is half the size of a plot of land. So it's not affecting anybody. We're not disrupting anything. And the total project cost is about 500 million US dollars. So depending on the exchange rate, you're looking at about...
I still have to dwell on safety because it will be a major thing to find these cable cars flying routes in the air around Lagos is still a dream.
Yes.
But bringing that dream home, in terms of things like thunderstorms and other natural things that could affect it, how do you want to make sure that these do not create a natural disaster?
There are only two things that can stop a cable car from operating. One is earthquake. Only way you can design the tower to withstand earthquakes. After all, the whole of Japan is earthquake terrain, and they have all their skyscrapers, but you can design your foundation to take that into consideration. And the other one, and we don't have earthquakes in Lagos.
Thank God for that.
We have enough. And the other one, of course, is wind. Now, these cabins are designed to withstand winds of up to 110 kilometers per hour. But let's put that in perspective, because 110 kilometers per hour is just a figure, just a number.
Will you go as far as 100 kilometers?
The distance of the route?
Yes.
No, it's just about 12 kilometers.
12
the total
kilometers.
network.
Okay.
To the heavy rail. Now, in terms of cost, it's affordable to everybody. It's just another form of transport. This is what Governor Fashola has stressed. He wants to have as many modes of transport in Lagos that can alleviate the hardship of the commuting public. That's all. And this is just another form of transport. If we made it elitist, then that's great. Then we have people wearing suits, sitting in there, having champagne and so on. But when they get to the station, how do they get to their office?
They'd walk.
They'll have to walk. So, no, it's affordable to all. It's meant to be a scenario whereby you say, should I go in a taxi? Should I go in a bus, BRT? Should I go on the light rail? Or should I go on the cable car? It depends where you're going to, that you'll determine that.
Okay, now in terms of the economics,
it's a mass urban transport system, completely.
How cost effective will the cable cars be when you look at it as a system of mass transit?
It's actually, well, look, if I say how efficient it is, then everybody else is going to start building cable cars. But it's very, very efficient.
What's wrong with that?
So guys, call us for more information. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share this video. Call us for inspection on any of your property of your choice, and you can also ask questions. We are all available to receive and answer your questions. Thank you. It's your girl, GT Estate and Properties. Till I see you on the next video. Thank you and God bless you.